The 2014 NBA All-Star Game in New Orleans was one for the ages. All kinds of records were broken in this game as the East defeated the West with a final score of 163-155. Kyrie Irving from the Cleveland Cavaliers was named MVP with 31 points and 14 assists. Now, this was definitely a good game following up a subpar dunk contest. I mean, one of the worst ones I've seen in a few years. I know people like Dominique Wilkins, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady are just shaking their head. I don't know whose idea it was to do the new format for that, but that was absolutely disgusting. I couldn't even watch. But back to the game. The West got out to an early lead. It appears as if they were going to pull away with it, but the East bounced back in the second half. And Kevin Durant had 38 points, as well as Blake Griffin, which is tied for third most points in All-Star Game all time. And some of the records that were broken: most combined points, 318 total. Most points by team, 163 from the East. Most field goals made, Blake Griffin broke that record with 19, of course, because he had tons of alley-oops. So, you know, that's a really high percentage field goal right there. And most three-pointers made, Carmelo Anthony shot 8 for 13. And he was in a strong running for the MVP, but Kyrie Irving was the one that mainly brought back the East in the second half. There were a lot of flashy alley-oops and dunks, including one wild play where LeBron James actually hit his elbow on the backboard. Another note, Steph Curry shot 2 from 11 from three-point range, but that's all right because, you know, a lot of people were jacking up threes. Durant shot 6 for 17 from three-point range. And some other stats: Dwayne Wade played, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, and Paul George were the starters. And then for the West, you had Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, Kevin Love, James Harden, and Steph Curry. Some other questionable things: the East All-Stars. For those of you guys who know, they left out Lance Stevenson, and Joe Johnson was an all-star. And Joe Johnson shot 1 for 6 from three-point range, 2 for 7 total, had 5 points. I don't know why Lance Stevenson wasn't an all-star. I don't know what's up with that. But, yeah, this was a very flashy, high-scoring game. Definitely more enjoyable to watch than the dunk contest. I'll put a link in the description to some real highlight coverage. I can't post the actual footage in this video due to copyright issues, but I can inform you guys of what went down in NOLA. So now we're looking ahead forward to the second half of the NBA season, and you know it's going to be very, very, very tight race, especially in the Western Conference. You got some great teams out there, the Warriors, you know, the Clippers. These teams are going to be, you know, regardless of who they're matched up, because, you know, you got other teams, the Spurs, the Rockets, the Blazers. All these teams are trying to make a run. And, you know, it only comes down to one team from the Western Conference going to the finals. So, you know, I'll probably put out some prediction videos, but it's really hard to break it down at this point. I know a lot of people are favoring the Thunder because the way Durant is playing right now, it seems like, you know, he's on a mission. But you can't always doubt those other teams in the West, especially teams like the Warriors, because when they're on, they're on. You know what I mean? So, personally, you know, I'm kind of hoping for the Blazers to do pretty good. I really like Damian Lillard. If you watch some of my other videos, I play with the Blazers. But they have to learn how to close out some games because, you know, they started out the season really good. And now they've kind of been losing, I think, their last 4 out of 6 or something like that. But, you know, this is the second half of the season. It's a new day. I don't really have to cover the Eastern Conference too much. You guys know that whole story. LeBron even said it himself in the post-game interview. It's basically a race between two teams. I really think that Eastern Conference Finals is going to go down to Pacers Heat, and I really think it might go to 7 games. And that'll really be, you know, a showdown because, of course, LeBron in Game 7s and Game 6s is always, you know, a freak of nature. For those of you guys remember, he lost his headband in Game 6 of the Finals last year. Ray Allen hit that three-pointer to keep them alive, and then they ended up winning. But anyway, that is my review of the All-Star Game and a little bit of preview into the second half of the NBA season. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, check out my other videos. I also posted videos of the dunk contest and three-point contest, as well as this full gameplay for the All-Star Game. So this is Eastleigh Jackets, guys. Follow me on Twitter already if you haven't. I'll update you guys with new videos, and also you guys get a little peek into, you know, my life outside of YouTube as well. So like I said, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm out of here.
You have no rhythm and you're self-inflicting wounds.